I cry, waiting for an angel to visit in the night. I pray and I pray, but the demons don't subside. I wake up in the morning, see my life through my new eyes. The vision is clear, I'm making all things right. Tighten the screws, cause last night I almost died. I'll see you in the morning, I'll save you. Come on, let's talk, just me and you. Something's going on, there's pain inside. We'll figure it out, we'll take the time. I'll see you in the morning, I'll save you. Come on, let's talk, just me and you. Something's going on, there's pain inside. We'll figure it out, we'll take the time.
Good morning, everybody! Happy fucking Friday, everybody! Golly, what a long damn week!
Was it?
It's Friday.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Yes, indeed. Oh man, the best day of the week is a fucking Friday, in my opinion.
Really? Why?
Hell
Why?
yeah!
Why
That
is it
means I can
better?
fucking drink.
What was stopping you before?
What drink?
Yeah.
I gotta be responsible the rest of the week.
Do you now? Do you now?
Friday I could be ignorant. Friday and Saturday. Then I gotta go back to be responsible on Sunday. I get 2 good days, man. Sunday I gotta go to church. I gotta be responsible on Sunday. Sunday,
Okay.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I gotta be responsible.
Hey, I just noticed that my microphone is picking up from my camera. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna change that because this is gonna
brother,
be
take your time,
garbage
man.
sound.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you got out to bed this morning. Hope you're out to bed. Hope you washed your face, washed your ass, made some coffee. Today is Friday. And like I said, Friday is my favorite day. Favorite day I can be irresponsible on Friday. Friday and Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some news. Yes, we do. We got some news. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Democrats are at it again. Now, I don't know what it is about RuPaul, but there's been a lot of RuPaul-ish going around. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go on Instagram right now and pull up Republicans, you will see all the Republicans dressed in drag. Yes, you will see them all dressed in drag. You will see Rudy Giuliani dressed in drag. You will see Ted Cruz dressed in drag. You will see Marjorie Taylor Greene. She'll be dressed in drag. All the Republicans are dressed in drag. And I don't know why. But guess what? If y'all like Build-A-Bear, you can get your very first RuPaul bear at Build-A-Bear. Yeah, I don't know what it is about RuPaul this month or whatever. I don't know. But everybody is dressed in drag if you're a Republican. I see you, brother. I see you. Coyote, are you messing up?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, you
Hold on.
Hold on.
Am I back? There we are.
Okay,
Can you
there
see
we
me?
go. Yeah, I see you, brother. I see you.
All right.
All right.
Sorry about that.
No problem at all, brother. No problem at all. So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, they look at us as being dragged. Damn shame. But I thought it was funny. It's funny. If you're going to look at the pictures, it's very funny. I thought it was comical. I laughed last night. I did. But anyway, seriously, this shit right here, if we would have did some shit like that to them, the world would have been over. It would have been all over. They would have been talking all kind of crazy about us, and we're evil, we're devil worshippers, and all type of dumb shit.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they ain't get away with it because, it's funny to them. But it's okay.
It sounds to me like they're a bunch of transphobes.
Exactly. Right. But no. It just does. We didn't put nobody in no damn drag. They put us in drag. But hey, whatever. It's okay. It's cool. I promise you, we will get the last laugh. I promise you. The time is coming. Get ready. The wave is coming. They know the wave is coming, Kyle.
Oh yeah.
They know the wave is coming. The wave is coming.
So I think Obama's trying to cover his ass because you heard about the stenographer, didn't you? Obama's stenographer?
No.
Yeah, apparently he turned on Biden and he's given up a bunch of evidence.
Oh, yeah, I know he got a little trial going on right now.
Well,
with DiCaprio and the Fugees and
no, this is something different.
Oh, this is something different.
Well, it has to do with Biden and Hunter Biden and that whole deal in the Ukraine.
Oh.
You know, the White House has a stenographer that follows them around and takes notes. And apparently this dude is turned on Biden, and he's given up evidence showing Biden knew all that stuff that was going on with his son. The whole, you know, what's weird is he was sent over to the Ukraine to help advocate for the fracking and all that stuff, trying to get their oil.
Right.
But then he comes over here and stops oil production. I wonder why. So he's got his hand in that money. He was trying to push for that.
Of course. Look, Obama, bring them all down. I want to see them all go down to death for their life.
Yeah. I think Obama probably figured that he wanted to cover his butt, so he probably gave the okay and said, "Yeah, give up the evidence. I didn't like that guy in the first place."
I'm not going down by myself.
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you follow the news, but they finally got the killer, Mr. Bob Lee, the CEO of Cash App. Yep, they caught him. They caught him. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? When I tell you this is going to blow your fucking mind. Now, there's a rumor going around right now that Mr. Bob Lee was undercover. When I mean undercover, I mean the G word. Yes. And the
man, I said, hey.
And the man that stabbed him was his lover. Can you believe that? His lover. Mr. Bob Lee and his lover were in a very interesting spot in San Francisco where the G's hang at. And I guess they had a lover's quarrel, and that's why his lover stabbed him. That's a rumor, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not. I don't know what's the truth. It's a rumor. It's not a fact yet. It's a rumor. So don't say, "Oh, well, he said that Bob Lee was gay," and I said it was a rumor. I ain't said it was a fact.
I'm gonna add to it. He looks pretty gay. I'm looking at his pictures right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he loves it.
I was thinking the same thing, but I wasn't going to say it.
Fuck it. Oh yeah, come on. He look like. Hello. I'm just.
You should see his lover. Look, check out his lover. His lover is real. Never mind. I was gonna say the F word, but I ain't gonna say it.
Bob Lee lover. Whoop, not liver. Not quite the same.
Just pull up killer. It might not be lover yet. It's killer.
Okay, killer.
Yeah. Take a peek
there.
Oh, but Jesus. Yes. Hey, no disrespect. If there's any gay people watching this, that guy looks like he suck a good dick. Like, look at this. Like, hey.
Oh no, I wasn't going to say it.
Fuck it. I'ma say it. I don't give a fuck. I'ma say it. No problems there.
Hey, look, man. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to the show. We have another brother on the show. My brother, new brother. Hey, Mr. Masculinity himself, Mr. Nico Lagan. Yes.
What's going on?
I gave you a name, man, Mr. Masculinity.
I like it. I accept. It's fucking better than Mr. Clean. Could be worse. I like it.
Man.
I like it.
ladies and gentlemen.
Captain
You see
Testosterone.
today's show.
I gotta tell you something though. Before I forget, I gotta tell you a story.
Yeah, brother.
So I ride a KTM motorcycle and I had to bring it in because I have problems with my clutch, right? So I came up to Phoenix where I am right now, and I dropped it off. I went to meet a guy that's called the gun life coach. So he's ex-military, ex-police officer, and now he trains military, police officers, regular people on how to use guns and why they should, like why the Second Amendment is so important, right?
Right.
And we've been talking for months. We've been following each other on Instagram, and finally we made it happen since I was coming up here. We go to a place, a public place in order to record, right? It's near a mall down in Tempe, and we set up everything. I mean, the 3 cameras, everything, like the 3 cameras, the light, everything's cool, everything's set up. We sit down, start record, we start talking. Security agent shows up. He's like, you guys can't record here. You need to have approval of the property management. So I'm like, okay, so what's their number? I'll call them. I didn't even have time to call them that they already made a decision to refuse us. Like I called her and she's like, hey sir, how you doing? I'm like, good. Well, technically it depends on what you're going to tell me. She's like, well, I got bad news for you. Your demand to record here has been denied. I'm like, I didn't even talk to you yet. Like how has this been denied? And you know what's funny is that Steven looks like he's ex-military. Like you look at him and it's like, you know he carries a gun on him as you're looking at it. He looks like that type of guy, and I look like that type of guy too, right? So we look at each other and we start laughing. We're like, I wonder if we were trans, if they would have stopped us from recording. As much as a joke as it is, think about it. Do you think they would have stopped me?
Man.
If I was a dude in a dress, would they have stopped me? Or because
they would have gave it to you and be like, enjoy, have fun.
Yeah, but the fact that it's 2 white guys that definitely are Christian white guys, that are definitely gun right activists, you can tell. Like, even right now, I'm fucking... So this is what's interesting is we get kicked out, we pack everything, we leave. Turns out that he has a connection with a company called Scorpion Ammo, which is the t-shirt I'm wearing right now. I recorded a podcast yesterday in a manufacturer of ammunition.
Sweet.
We're recording. Steven has his 2 9mm SIG P320 on the table. He has his Daniel Defense AR behind him, and we have thousands of rounds all over us on the tables inside. So it turned out to be way better. But all to say that how funny it is becoming that unless you're a dude in a fucking skirt screaming for your rights, you will get, like, people don't want to hear what you have to say. And it's I find it very interesting. Like, it played out for the best because we turned out to a place where it was way cooler in the background, like super, super cool. And like, I have an hour with you guys, then I'm going to the range with him. So we're going to spend the day at the range. He's going to train me on some tactics that he uses to train police officers and military. So at the end of the day, it plays out to be way cooler. But isn't it interesting that because I'm not considered a minority, we don't need to hear what I have to say.
Right.
And you know what? They did well because I would have bashed them, but it's okay. But it's interesting that we are at that point where only specific people are allowed to have a voice.
Oh, yeah. They were scared of you as masculinity.
Obviously. No, there's no doubt about it. And I think that ties in with your subject about men and women being in recreational relationship, because there's no polarity between men and women anymore. Everybody tries to be in the middle where they're not quite. You know, I saw a meme this week that I should have reposted, but it was the 3 waves of feminism. At first, women wanted to have the rights to vote, to be equal to men. Awesome. I think we all agree with this.
Right.
Second, women wanted to be better than men. And then the 3rd wave of feminism, women want to be men. So I was laughing my ass off, but look at what's going on.
Yep.
Look at what's going on. That meme is not a joke. It's funny because it's George Carlin funny. Like, what? Hold on. What? It's very funny, but when you think about it, you're like, motherfucker, he's right.
Yep.
Hey, but you know what? The patriarchy always rules because now men are being better women than women are, right?
Yeah.
Facts.
But it is astonishing that we've come to a place where men and women are not polarized anymore. They're not opposites. They're really meeting in the middle, and we're kind of confused as to why long-term relationships or even short-term. All long-term relationships are becoming short-term relationship because why would you be with somebody that is exactly like you? What's the attraction of being? So I'm a manly guy. Why the fuck? No, but as a manly guy, I want a very feminine woman.
Right.
I want a delicate woman. I want a woman that looks good, well dressed. I want a woman that's a bit more. What's the word? I was hearing? Modest. I want more of a. My girlfriend's very modest in the way she dresses. She doesn't expose herself. She's a proper woman. She comes from. Her parents are from Italy. She comes from a very respectful family. They take that stuff seriously. And this is something we don't see a lot anymore.
We don't.
True.
And tell me that it's not more attractive to have a woman that is more modest. And modest as in, you know, that fucking boss bitch crap that we see nowadays? Like, women are all giving attitude. Like, I don't stand that shit for 2 seconds. Like, who the fuck? Are you a grown child? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because this is all I'm seeing right now from young women and even older women. They have attitude and they bring nothing to relationships. What do you bring? So I'm a man that is smarter than 99.9% of people, that works harder than 99.9% of people, that don't want my girlfriend to have to work if she does not. My girlfriend doesn't have to work if she doesn't want to.
There you go.
And I will protect her. I will die protecting my girlfriend. If that's the situation I find myself in, so fucking be it. That being said, why the fuck would I do that for a woman that brings nothing to me? That does not want to take care of the house, that does not want to take care of kids, that don't want to take care of me, that don't want to be the glue of the family that I'm going to build with her. Because look at every single great family. It's always a woman that is the glue. There's always a matriarch in there that will hold the family together. She will organize everything. She makes sure that everything's taken care of. My girlfriend now, I wake up at 3:00 in the morning. By the time she gets up, I've had 2 coffees. She brings me a tea because she knows I drink one afterwards. I don't need to ask her. She just knows. She knows me. She knows that I work 12, 14, 16 hours a day. That if all the little things that she can do to make sure that I can work harder, she does them.
There you go.
But is that not what you want at the end of the day? If I'm a workaholic and my goal is to make $1 billion, where should my time be spent? Working. Do I want somebody that is always working all the time too? No. I want somebody that's going to be there to take care of the family, to take care of me, to take care of the children, to take care of the household, to take care of the dogs. Like, are you kidding me? That's what women are. If people don't see today, so at the University of Ottawa, there was a study that came out that said that more than 70% of people that are studying medicine, not nurses, just medicine in university, is more than 70% women now. And this study is a few years old. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's even more than that right now. And you look at nursing, it's 86%. It's between 85 and 86%. If you look at teachers, it's more than 75%
Mhm.
women.
Mhm.
But then turn around and you look at engineering students and engineers as a whole. I was a sales engineer for 12 years. So I can tell you from first base experience, 90% of it are men.
Mhm.
People complain that there's not enough women in engineering. Okay. It is proven psychologically in studies where they study children. If you give a boy a truck, he will want to play with the truck. He will look at the truck. He'll try to understand how the truck works.
Mhm.
He'll try to figure it out in his hand. He's like, oh shit, how are the wheels turning? How is this going? Like, how is it working? And you give a doll to a girl. What does she does? She start doing her hair. She start dressing her up.
Right.
Women love people, men love things. We are analytic, we are logical, we want to fix things. If your woman comes up to you with a problem, I don't give a fuck that you want to bitch about it for an hour. If you got a problem, shut up. Here's your solution. Fuck off. There you go. That's what it is. But women don't want that. Women want to be heard. They want to. They don't care about the solution. They want to complain. They want to take their emotions out. So you need to sit there and take it. And it's okay. This is the polarity between men and women. But why do you think that more than 70% of women now more the students in medicine are women? Because women care. Do you not want a doctor or a nurse that is caring, compassionate, that wants to actually help you, that is empathic to what you're going through? Or do you want a dude like me that's more, hey, bro,
Oh no!
suck it up, motherfucker. You think you're hurting now? but seriously,
prepare to die.
but seriously, is that not exactly how it should be? You know, I say this all the time. Can you imagine carrying a baby for 9 months, having it rip through your fucking urethra, and then loving that kid? I'd want to fucking crack his neck. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? But yet, women enjoy the pregnancy because they feel close to the baby. Then it comes out. They're like, it's the most painful experience. But those crazy women want more. So they're meant to do this. They're meant to care. They're meant to be compassionate. So doesn't it make sense that they make better mother? Doesn't it make sense that they make better nurses, better doctors? Because they care. Why do you think most teachers are women? Because they care.
Right.
They want to help people. That's what they do. We want to fix things. That's why we do 90 to 95% of all dangerous jobs. We like to build shit. We look at something, we're like, yep, I can build something right there. Let's build something because something's missing right there. Oh, it's not working anymore? Hey, bro, come fix.
Right.
But how can we have relationships between men and women if we forget our own nature? We don't embrace our nature anymore. I am bigger, I'm stronger, I'm faster. And I'm not talking me as Nico. I'm talking as a man.
Right.
I am made bigger, stronger. I'm more muscular. I'm more violent by nature. I'm more driven. I like competition. This is manly. This is what we do. Doesn't it make sense that I make for a better provider? If I'm more competitive, if I'm more driven, doesn't it make sense that I make for a better provider? At the same time, because I'm bigger, I'm faster, I'm stronger, shouldn't I be the one that's responsible of protecting my family? Of course. If a woman is more caring, what's the best role that she can play? The role of a mother.
Right.
Do you know that women in general are 2 to 3 times more depressed than men? Like if you look at similar ages, women are 2 to 3 times, let's say 2, but it's 2 to 3 times more depressed than men. Then if you look at women in their 30s that do not have children, they are 2 to 3 times more prone to depression than women in their 30s that have children. So not only are women at least twice as much more prone to depression than men, 2 to 3 times more than a woman with children and a woman that do not have them. What does that tell you? What does that... Like, I don't give a fuck how they want to explain it. It is not a result of our society of today. It's a result of women getting lied to by the schooling system that is telling them, let's go, women. We have been freed from our oppressor men. Let's live like a man. Let's become whores. Let's sleep around everywhere. Fuck sex because it has no meaning anymore.
Right.
Fuck our body. We won't respect ourselves, and then we wonder why men treat us like whores. Because you treat yourself like a whore, I will call you as you are. You sleep around, that makes you a fucking whore. You don't expect me to treat you like a housewife if you're fucking sucking cocks every weekend. And it's not the same one. No, but seriously, like if you're being promiscuous and you expect me to treat you like a housewife, why? What do you bring to the equation? I'm busting my nuts off every fucking day. 7 days a week I'm working. I'm busting my fucking ass off and I'm investing all my money in my businesses. Why the fuck would I take a woman that is a slut or that used to be a slut? There's no such fucking thing as a born-again virgin. Fuck you. This is not erased. This does not get removed. You might lie to yourself, but it ain't fucking happening. Like a born-again virgin is the same thing as a real woman that used to be a dude. It does not work. It does not work like that. So what's the point? Like I feel bad for young men. I really feel bad for young men because what are their options? You're 20 years old. You understand that as the provider, you will have to start making money. So you're working on your career right now because the day you're going to have a family, you got to be ready to provide for them. So that's your job as a young man. Become a protector. Learn martial art, learn how to use guns, be ready to defend your family. If you don't have one right now, no problem. Learn right now. Make sure that you have the tools you need for when you go. But also become the best provider that you can be. So instead of partying, instead of chasing after whores, instead of always hanging out with people that all they do is sit around and play fucking video game, quit all that shit, work on your career and develop this. Learn how to make money. This is what matters as a man. Fuck what the fucking bitches out there, and I'm talking to men, the fucking pussies out there that say that a man don't have to provide. Yes, you do. You do need to provide. If you don't think that you should, you're a fucking bitch, and you will have a woman providing for you. And I guarantee you that within a couple of years, she's going to fucking resent you because you're not playing your role as a man. She might not know why she fucking hates you, but that will be the case. She will resent you because you're not allowing her to be feminine. You're forcing her into the masculine role that you should be fucking taking, and you're forcing her to play a role that does not align with her nature. Her nature is to be feminine. Her nature is to be ruled by her emotion. Is there not something more beautiful than a woman that is doing something and starts dancing and singing for no fucking reason? No reasons at all. It's raining outside. She decides to go outside and get rained on. Women are run by their emotions.
Right.
And this is a beautiful thing when you look at this. A woman that is just being a woman is so beautiful. She just is. She's not trying to be anything else than what she is. She's not trying to force anything. This is why men like us, men like good men are supposed, I say this all the time. Men are a woman's rock and women are a man's not failure, but a man's weakness. So men are a woman's rock and women are a man's weakness.
Yep.
We need to be rocks for our women because we need to control our emotions, and so that she can be in her feminine. She can just be a woman without. Yes, women are crazy. Have you ever seen the scale? There's a video out there that's fucking hilarious. If you've never seen it, it is brilliant. It's the crazy to hot ratio. Have you ever seen that? Oh, dude, really? That's like the best video ever made by a man. Best one, hands down.
I gotta check it out.
It's a nerdy guy sitting in front of a board. It's probably 20 years old, and he explains the ratio between women that are pretty and crazy. And he's like, it's just an arc. And he's like, he starts his speech by saying, "There's no such thing as a woman that is not at least 4 crazy." So 4 out of 10, there's no 4. Anything below a 4 does not exist. So let's start the scale at 4 and go up to 10. But if you have the crazy to hot ratio, and it's a nerdy guy, and I'm pretty sure he carries a gun. Like he's dressed like a nerd. He almost has like pencils in his front pocket.
Wow.
But his explanation is fucking brilliant. And I'm not going to ruin the ending, but considering what we in the state that we are right now, the ending makes sense. But why do you think that that's the case? Why do you think that we are in a point where women and men are so depolarized? Why do you think that women are so against, and I'm talking in general because I do know there's a lot of women out there, they're not vocal about it, and hopefully I can bring them out so that I can show other men that they still exist. But why do you think that the most vocal women out there are all becoming boss bitches? And by boss bitch, I don't mean that they own a company. They're just bossy as fuck. That's all I'm saying. They're just in relationships. They're just bossy. I'm not saying that they're the CEO of their company and they're making
dollars. I know where you coming. Yeah, I know where you going.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to specify it for the people that are watching.
Oh, right.
I'm not saying she's a CEO and she runs a multi-million company here. I'm talking about a woman that thinks that because she's a woman, she can boss a man around. That is what I call a boss bitch.
Well, one of the biggest problems is the society is teaching people in general to be selfish. There used to be you tried to help your neighbors, you served other people. I mean, look at Jesus. Jesus went to serve other people, not himself.
Yep.
But too many people are all about, look at me, it's what I want. And I mean, come on, what other explanation is there but that idolizing, the basically trying to make you your own God? That's the way society's pushing things nowadays.
It's interesting that you use the word serve, because I recorded a podcast with a guy yesterday, and that's what he was saying too. Like, as men, we are supposed to serve. Find a way to serve. This is what we do. And this has been understood. And I'm not just saying serve as in the military, but serve as in everything. Just serve the people. Yeah. You're supposed to be selfless. You're supposed to be selfless. You're supposed to put your family prior to you. Because look at the history of men. Men have always been disposable. We are always the first one to die. We are always, you know, the saying, women and children aboard. Like, you always save women and children before. Look at all great wars. It's always young men that die. If you look at the women are normally kept because they can bear children. So this is the reality that we live in. But I find it very interesting that men want to serve. By nature, we want to serve. We want to be led or be leaders, depending on the type of man that you are. There's nothing wrong with either. But we want to be led. We want to find people that we can look up to, that can show us what it is to be a man, be a role model for us. And we want to serve those people. We want to serve our family. We want to serve our community. This is why we do 95% of the most dangerous jobs are done by men, because we understand that shit needs to get fucking done. And it's not going to get done by itself. So you shut the fuck up and you do what you're supposed to be doing. This is the job of a man. But why is it wrong for men to do this and then turn around and expect a woman to do the same? To say, you know what? I'm going to do the dangerous work. You take care of the children during that time. I don't want the state and the university. I don't want the government to raise my children for me. I want to raise my children with the values that I want to teach them. They will have my values, my virtues after my life experience that I know is what they will require to deal with this fucking world that we live in. It is not all rainbows and sunshine where we live. It's fucking vicious. We live in a place where evil exists. Evil is a reality. As much as there's great men out there, evil exists. And the only thing that evil needs to win is for good men to do nothing. So I will raise good men and good women to make sure that they do what they're supposed to be doing. But why is it wrong for me to say this and turn around and expect the same from a woman, to say, you know what? You stay home, you take the children, because this by nature is what aligns with your nature. Right. You are more prone to that than a man is. And I'm talking generally, there's exceptions in everything, obviously, but the vast majority of men want to provide, they want to serve, they want to be there to be the breadwinner. We take pride into our ability to take care of our family. But why is it wrong to expect the woman to take care of the family, but just in a different way? Because technically, we both take care of it.
Let me ask you a question, brother.
Yeah.
Now, with today's society, the way things are right now, men don't know how to be men.
100%.
And women don't know how to be women. For one,
100%.
The father's not in the home
Nope.
to teach the boy how to be a man.
Nope.
And the woman's not in the home to teach the girl how to be a woman.
Nope.
So right now, everything's all jacked up. So
Yep.
so when people get in a relationship, the woman don't know how to cook or clean.
Yep.
The man don't know how to work. The man don't know responsibility.
Yep.
And that's why all of it's all jacked up, because nobody knows what to do.
That's right.
Man wants a woman, but the woman can't be a woman, and the woman wants a man, but the man can't be a man. So that's one of the reasons why relationships don't last.
So what's your question?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that
Fucking
I'm saying that we don't need each other because we don't do nothing for each other at this point.
And if I can, I want to say this to all the men right now that are not married, they're not married, that don't have children. Don't get fucking married, bro. Don't do it unless you find that very special girl that her values align with yours. Don't do it. Avoid this shit. Don't do it, bro. It's a distraction. Don't do it. Concentrate on you until you find a woman that really aligns with your virtues. That is there, that you guys have a synergy. Like my girlfriend will never leave me. She says it all the time. She's like, bro, you're stuck with me for the rest of your life. But I appreciate the fact that I'm doing that, because between, like, do you realize that I trust my girlfriend to a point I don't even look at her finances anymore? I don't. I trust her 100%. She takes all the stuff that I don't want to deal with, and I do all the rest. I make the money, I invest money, but all the rest, all the day-to-day stuff, all the stuff that I don't need to know about, we have a property in Canada. She takes care of it all. I don't have to worry with that part at all, because that is how much I trust my girlfriend. That is how much I trust her. We've known each other for 4 years now. It's just, why would I be with somebody that I cannot trust 100%?
Right.
So if that's your case, if you know, did I say this last time? If you ever consider, if you're on your first date if you go on a first date with a new woman, ask them this question. Always ask their best memory of their fathers.
Right. Right.
And I'm going to repeat it again, because this shit needs to be heard. Men need to know this. Always ask a woman what her best memory of her father is. If she starts crying, she's very emotional. You can tell that she's reliving a moment. Beautiful, bro. Stay there. She's worth getting to know. She has either made peace with her past of having a shitty father, or she actually had a great father figure and she knows what a good man is. Beautiful. Sit there. Entertain her. Let's at least carry the conversation from there. If she starts bitching, pay the bill, get up, get the fuck out of there. Don't. This is what you need to do. Don't stay there. It's not worth it. She's going to fucking destroy you, because women have all the power. When it comes to the law, they have all the power.
Right.
Don't get married, man. 70 to 90% of divorce, 50% of weddings go into divorce. 70% of women with a high school diploma divorce guys. 90% of the cases with a university degree or higher education, women divorce. So 70 to 90% of divorce are initiated by women, depending on their education level. 80 to 90, it's 90% of the time they get the children, and 40 to 50% of the time, not only do they get the children, but they get alimony. Not only do you need to pay for your children, but you need to give money to your ex-wife, because she is used to a certain way of living, and that can go up from memory to $3 to $4 grand a month.
What I meant to ask you,
a month. Fuck, that's a lot of money, man.
The question I meant to ask you, man, was this: are we the reason for today's men today, for the failure society today? Are we the ones that should take the blame for it?
100%. It's our fault.
Yep.
You know. I'll answer your question after you answer mine. Okay. What do you think is the biggest problem in society today?
Men.
Why?
Because we're failing. We're failing as fathers. We're the ones that's supposed to be leading.
Yep.
We're supposed to be leading. We're supposed to be guiding, and we're doing neither.
Yep.
And the reason the world is crumbling right now is because we've let it crumble. We've let all our power. We've given it to women. Women are actually leading us.
And they don't fucking know where they're going either. It's like the blind leading it's like the blind are leading. No idea where we're going.
And men are changing over to being women. So they ain't giving up, they tapping out. Like, I'm just gonna be a woman because they know they're winning.
If you look at it, the biggest problem we have in society is a lot simpler than that, is a lack of responsibility. We are not responsible anymore. We do not want to own our emotions, our actions, and our reactions. Those are the only three things you control in life, and we do not want to own it. Men and women. It's not only... I can only take the blame for men because I'm a man, and I agree with you that it is men that are causing the problem that we're seeing because we are supposed to be leading.
Right.
Because if we stopped choosing women that are promiscuous, we would stop encouraging that type of behavior. They would stop doing it.
Right.
Once again, everything goes to selfishness.
Yeah.
Not wanting to serve other people.
And let
me go back to that too. And what you were saying, men want whores. Most men today want whores because their mothers were whores. It's a fact. Mom was a whore.
Yeah.
They want a woman like their mama, a whore.
Yeah. It's
it's sad to say, but that's the truth.
So men need to take ownership about what is a good man, becoming a good man, becoming a provider, becoming a protector, having courage, temperance, having faith. But women need to take responsibility for the fact that since women have been around, since humans have existed, women have always controlled access to sex. Always. If you look, why do you think you look at the gay community? Look at the gay community. They are so promiscuous because there's no control. It's men on men. Men want to fuck all the fucking time, and we want to fuck different people all the fucking time. Right. Like, let's call a spade a spade. This is how it is. We want to fuck all the time.
It's bad. It's bad.
So, but for the longest time throughout history, for millennia, women have controlled access to sex. Women were raised in a way where they knew the value of sex. They knew that a good man, that a strong man wanted a virgin. They wanted a woman that was a carer, that was taking care of the family. They had expectations when it came to women. They wanted a good woman. Have you ever heard of, I heard about this yesterday. I'd never heard that before, but did you ever hear about hoflation?
Yeah,
it doesn't need to be explained, does it? But I heard the term for the first time yesterday. Hoflation.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna Google it right now to give the actual statistics. But the guy that was talking about it was saying that today's women want 20, like something stupid, like 20. It's 4 times harder for a man to get a woman today. And her expectations are 20 times more than what it was with your great-grandfather. So 3 generations ago, he had to work a quarter of what you have to work in order to get that woman. And her expectations were lesser. But she was a mother. She was a cook. Right. She was a carer. Now you have women that takes no responsibility for that. They're not pure anymore. They have very high body counts. Like you know that you've heard the equation. Whatever a man if you ask a man how many women he slept with, divided by 3 because he's lying. If you ask a woman how many guys she slept with, multiplied by 3 because she's lying. Like Think about any woman out there. There's a dude that's ready to fuck her.
Facts.
Doesn't matter how ugly she is, she can go out today and get fucked.
Facts.
Yet, I think the average is only 40% of men throughout history have children, have the power to reproduce because they cannot get women. So can you imagine it? Let's say that it's 0.5%. Let's call it half and half. That half of men are not capable of getting women because women don't find them attractive. Women don't want them. You know that 90 to 95% of women compete for the 5% top of men. So the top 5% of men get their pick of 90 to 95% of women.
But you know what, brother? What's funny about that is that women don't want men with children, but men take women with children.
But you know why? But you know why? This is
like,
but you're reading my mind. This is exactly where I was going with this. The thing is men spend their 20s and their 30s looking for a good woman. For whatever their definition of a good woman. I'm not talking about what my definition is, just what their definition is. During that time, most women don't even consider those guys because they're not top 5%.
Right.
On average, men are about 7 years older, somewhere between 0 to 7 years older than women. Because to become a woman, you just need to be able to bear life. This is how we qualify a woman. The day a girl is able to bear life, we assume she's a woman. But for a man to become a man, he needs to work. He needs to be a provider. He needs to become a protector. Right. It is something that is acquired and not given like women. So it takes time. If you don't come from money, it takes time for you to acquire resources.
Right.
Because the number two things women are looking in a long-term relationship to men is status and resources. Resources being money, and status. I always like to use the example of a doctor. You hear, hey, my name's Nico, I'm a surgeon. Right away, there's a status attached to being a doctor. People respect you. So that's what women want. They want to be able to walk next to their men and say, fuck you, bitches, I married a doctor. Like women, but you know what men look in women for long-term relationship? What is the two qualities that men look into women?
One of them is bear children.
Yep. What's the second? Looks is the first one. Look, because in our head, think about it. If you see a beautiful woman, right away you're like, that woman is so fertile that she's smoking hot. In your head, your subconscious, that's what it's telling you. She's so hot. She must be so fertile, and we're gonna have such pretty babies together.
Right.
And two, faithfulness. Those are the two things that men, because we cannot, until recently, until DNA analysis, men were not able to know if the children were really theirs. There was no way for us to know for sure that it was our children. So we had to trust our woman. We had to trust that she had been faithful. Yet look at shows like Maury. I was at the gym the other day, and Maury, I can't believe this motherfucker's still on TV doing the same fucking thing. But
is he really?
Hey, before we jump in that, man, did you know that 70% of men today are raising children that are not theirs?
Without knowing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is
fucking crazy.
It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And most of them don't even, after I saw that Maury, I started looking at videos, and I fell on a video that was, the guy was talking about two persons that he knows that they work in a DNA lab. And the numbers, I don't want to give statistics because I don't know them by heart, but it's staggering. It was something stupid like 40 or 50% of the DNA test that they do. The father is not the children. Is not the father is not the father of those children, and he's been raising them forever. And one of the guys quit his job. He can't do it because he says that the conversations that he needs to have with those men is so hard that it takes such an emotional toll on him. He was talking about a story where this father is going through a certain type of cancer where he needs a transplant. he needs an organ from one of his family. So he goes to his son to get the DNA match to make sure that they're compatible. Turns out it's not even his fucking son. He's been the guy is a grown man with a grown child. He's on his fucking deathbed looking to get a fucking organ transplant. It's not even his fucking son. So not only is he fucking dying, he's learning that the person that he's been raising his whole life is not his, and his fucking woman is a fucking whore.
Yeah.
So the guy, the lab technician, I guess you would call him,
right,
does not want to do that job because he does not want to be put in that situation anymore. Can you blame him?
No, I don't blame him.
But this is the situation that we live in. So it goes back to this. Women want a guy that has money and resources, money and knowledge, intelligence, potential. Women will trade right now money for a man that has vision. If you have vision and women can see it, they will want to be with you too, because they see a real woman will see the value in a man, and she will help that man, just like my girlfriend is doing with me. She does everything that she can in order to help me become as successful as I can be. But men want a beautiful woman because we attach that to fertility. But we want a woman that is faithful because we have no fucking way until very recently to prove that these children are ours.
Right.
But we don't get any now. We get women that have children, and we get women that have lost what it means to be faithful. So what does a man really gain out of being in a relationship with a woman nowadays? Really? Like, what does he gain? Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. So I can't blame the guys to be fucking confused and what the hell am I supposed to do here?
Right.
The system is against you. Not only on the justice system, family law is against you, but the education system is teaching women that we are the oppressor, that they are too good, that women believe nowadays that they are too good to be mothers, that it's not enough.
Yep.
But yet the studies are showing that the higher depression rate of women in their 30s that do not have children. How is that? How can somebody explain me how this is not clear? This is not easy to understand. This is our nature. This is what we were meant to be. And if you go against your nature, you will always be depressed. If a man has no purpose, he will be depressed. If a woman is not taking care of a family, she will be depressed. The statistics are right there. I don't give a fuck about how people feel about it. If it's hurting your feeling, go fuck yourself. I don't care about your feelings.
Right.
There's still a fact. The fact that you don't like what I'm saying doesn't mean that is wrong. You're wrong, and own this shit. If you don't, sorry, man, go for it.
Oh, let me ask you a question, brother.
Yeah, man.
Equal pay. Women keep complaining about equal pay.
It's a fucking myth. It's not true. It's a myth.
Exactly.
You know what? It's been proven that women make more money than men. If they work the same amount, if women are ready to work the same amount of hours that a man does, they make more money. The only reason that they say there's a pay gap is because they do not get upper management jobs as much as men do, because the people that employ those women know that they will have children, that chances are those women would have children. So that means that for a few months, when you're pregnant, for 3 months, you're not going to be there. Then you have the potential to take a year off. Why would I put you in a situation of power if I know you're going to be gone a year and a half every single time you have children? Now, I've worked for very powerful women, but most of them had children a long time ago, or they don't have children. You know why, though? Because those women are more masculine. Although they're beautiful women, there's such a thing that we don't explain in society today, that masculine and feminine is more than just being a man and being a woman. Biologically, I'm masculine. I had my blood test not too long ago, and it turns out that my level of of estrogen is below the minimum a man should have at my age. So I looked at my doctor. I'm like, hey, fuck, is that a problem? He's like, bro. He didn't say bro, obviously. I'm just paraphrasing.
Right.
How cool would it be? Bro.
Right.
He didn't say bro. Hey, brah. But he's like, you're a man. You don't need that much estrogen, so don't worry about it.
Right.
But I'm a very masculine man. But there are men that by nature are more feminine because they are in a feminine energy. And it's okay. It's nothing wrong with a man to be more feminine, but he will attract a woman that is more masculine. She bathes in the masculine energy. And again, that's okay. Look at two gay guys. There's always a masculine one. There's always a more feminine one. Same thing with two lesbians. There's always a more masculine one. And there's always a more feminine one. And it's okay. That's their nature.
Right.
That's fine. But on the average, men are masculine. And on average, women are feminine. And as I was saying earlier, women will hate you if you put them in a situation where they need to be masculine all the time, that they cannot be feminine. They will resent you for it.
Facts.
You know, another thing about the pay, there are jobs that pay very well because of the risk.
100%.
And women aren't willing to take those risks. They also are not willing to work as many hours as men are willing to work.
No.
So that's a reason why they say there's a pay gap. They don't go by why. They just go by the stats.
So the 20 most dangerous jobs are done by men at a 90 to 95%, depending on the study. 90 to 95% of the men do the 20 most dangerous jobs. Mm-hmm. And do you think they do it because they love it? No, they do it because it makes money. You think that guys want to work on an oil field? You think they fucking enjoy that shit? Of course not. It's dangerous as fuck. Right. But you know why they do it? Because they can make money. They can provide for their family. Because that is what men do. Can women work on an oil field? Absolutely. Right. I don't see them fucking lining up for this shit. I don't see any of those feminists complaining, we don't have enough women working on oil fields. Of course not. They don't want to fucking do that job. But they're going to piss me off by saying that they want to become police officers. They're going to piss me off that they want to become firemen. Hey, woman, I'm 200 pounds. I was talking to a fireman the other day. The gear they wear is more than 70 pounds. Mm-hmm. So that means at my size, at 205 pounds, I'm 275 pounds. At my size, it would be a struggle to carry dead weight that's 275 pounds out of a burning building. You think that my girlfriend that weighs 115 pounds can grab me? Fuck no, I'm dead, bro. She's saving the dog and I'm fucking dead.
Facts.
But this is the situation. There are jobs that align with our nature, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
There's nothing wrong. 86% of women, or 86% of nurses are women. Why? Because they care. It's that simple. Mm-hmm. That's it. They're more compassionate. They care. Why is that wrong? It aligns with your nature. Embrace your nature. Don't fight your nature. Embrace it. I embrace my manliness because I am a fucking man. Mm-hmm. Embrace your nature as a woman because you are a woman.
Mm-hmm. I think one of the biggest problems with men is they don't want responsibility anymore.
100%.
They don't
100%.
want it.
100%. You're 1,000% right. This is the biggest problem in society. Men do not want to own responsibility to it. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, but this happened to me. Fuck you. You can't change the past. Own this shit, bro.
Right. They don't want it.
No.
Like I said before, that's selfishness and also greed.
100%.
Selfishness 100%. And greed.
100%. Hey, man. I hugged that almost all of that hour. I appreciate your time, bro. I gotta run, but man, I fucking love me. We need to do this we really need to do this every week. Like you guys are just enablers. You fucking enablers, you motherfucker.
We're gonna see you next Friday.
100%. Your book, my marketing company wants me. I recorded 5 live this week. They want me to record every single day because you see what happens, right? You pick a subject and I just go on a fucking tangent.
Yeah.
I have a lot of acquired knowledge because I'm always reading, I'm always researching, I'm always looking at what's going on. So I just need to be triggered. I just need somebody, hey, what do you think about that? Ah!
That's what we're here for, brother. We're here to trigger you.
Yeah. So you're booked as my Friday. Like literally every Friday at 6, I will be here. It doesn't matter that I'm in a hotel room. Doesn't matter that I'm at the airport. Doesn't matter where the fuck I am. I will be on this call with you guys.
All right, brother. Well, as you see, ladies and gentlemen, we have it on here. Every Friday, we have a special guest, Nico Lagon, on the show. Please like, share, subscribe to Nico Lagon on YouTube. There's his link. Go subscribe. Also, my brother from another mother, Mr. Coyote himself, the Biles Broadcast. Go check him out. Like, share, and subscribe. And ladies and gentlemen, we're out. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Central Time. Until then, we're out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great show. It's been a great show. Be safe. Be safe. And we out of here.
Feels like I know that I'm okay. Then I realize that nothing hasn't changed. The weight of the world was tearing up my life. Now it's making sense that it's all in my mind. I'll see you in the morning. I'll say to you, come on, let's talk, just me and you. Something's going on, there's pain inside. We'll figure it out, we'll take the time. I'll see you in the morning, I'll say to you, come on, let's talk, just me and you. Something's going on, there's pain inside. We'll figure it out, we'll take the time. Just me and you. Something's going on, there's pain inside. We'll figure it out, we'll take the time.